Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio in the robot world. I have moved them all. Most of it's down here. I'm sure we're going to need to expand it. Let me see. What are some of the higgaliggets? We've got some red circuit machines down here. Those are new additions. I basically did it off of the strip mall that I have, the counts. So we have 4 greens and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red circuit machines. That's supposed to be 10. I don't know why it's 11. Oh, because I had some extra room right here. We could probably replace that with something else at some point. It's actually 5 green circuit machines, but, you know, this mall is going to spend most of its time just sitting around doing nothing. So I think 4 is going to be able to push it. I've added some miscellaneous things, things like water pumps and regular pumps and the rest of the inserters. We have filter inserters up here, stack inserters coming off of here, and filter stack inserters coming down here, kind of in a little chain. This is why I leave the space in between it, so we can do these little direct insert things. I don't think it really matters with robots, but I am doing it anyway. Let's see, what else do we have going on here? The cliff explosives and everything was moved down here. I added place for boilers and those. And you may notice down here I have... why is this sideways? Oh, so we could get the sulfuric acid out. That's what my thought was there. Okay, I haven't really thought too much about it. So I decided to make all this stuff on site, basically sulfuric acid. This should have a inserter going like that across if we wanted to make that work properly. And we most likely do. We don't need that now, but we probably will in the future if we need blue circuits in here for some reason. If not, it's not going to hurt anything, just sitting there doing nothing. And so we're going to have to pipe in basically petroleum and water for this to work. And I think we're going to be fine. I've set up some stuff down here. I've got our build home right here. We'll have to set that up. I set up a series of these. I called it A-Trans, so it would show up at the top. Transport trains, basically, that have all of our different things. So always be at the top, so it'll be really easy to find. Don't save that, please. Thank you. We have an iron station, a copper station, a coal station, a stone station, and I'm not sure that we really need anything. We need steel. We definitely need steel. Let's get that. Let's see. That's mall steel drop. Okay, we got that one. And we're gonna need a couple of fluid drops. One for water and one for petroleum. And you're kind of in the way of that, Mr. Cliff. Although you look kind of cool, I'm kind of getting a Close Encounters of the Third Kind feel from that right there. I think we're going to have to demolish that and move it out of the way so we can make some fluid stops there. And that basically answers the question of what's going to go over here in the refining station. I'll have to blow up some more cliffs, but we can just take the oil and lubricant, basically just the regular plain old materials here. The fluids here. I've already demolished a lot of this stuff. These guys are still going, but they are pretty much ready to go because this area, I believe, is pretty much all done. Looks like it. We are getting an issue here with the squeak through mod not taking out the trees properly. Let's go ahead and do that. All this should be ready to go. I think we're looking good. Yeah, I've demolished all of this stuff. We're going to have to move science somewhere else. I had these going because they were making the stuff that was used to populate the mall area down there. But yeah, all this stuff can pretty much go as well. It needs to be moved. There's our assembly machine 3. We need to remember to move that down here just for miscellaneous stuff. So yeah, I think the name of the game in this episode is going to be, let's set up some fluidy type things and get some fluidy type trains going, and also just trains in general. And open up open up this smelting area up here. I think it's about ready to go. All we have to do is turn it on and get some trains on the line, and all of this should be ready to go. So let's do it. I almost forgot I needed to grab some cliff explosives, and we have a couple of those in here, so let's go ahead and grab them. One thing I did that I don't think that I pointed out was I replaced a lot of these chests with buffer chests. So for example, with the cliff explosives, you know, it's set to disable off the logistic network, just like everything else, just like we've always been doing. But I replaced these with buffer chests and set the requests on these like extremely high. So what my hope is that we don't get a whole bunch of garbage stored up here in the chests. Like we can look down here and say, okay, what do we have accumulating down here? Copper wire. We're making copper wire up here. Like right here in this buffer chest. And that's set to 500. Let's bump it up a little bit. Maybe like 1,000? 20, 40, 60, 80. Oh. Oh. Well, maybe that's not going to go. But the idea is that the excess will go back to the buffer chests. That was the idea there. So that whenever the trash train comes through here and unloads its stuff, we're not just filling up all of this garbage here. It's going to go up there into the buffer chest for long-term storage, which is nice and neat. Thank you, Cornosian, for suggesting that. I think that is a fantastic idea. All right, so I grabbed some things. Did I grab some things? I thought I did. Yeah, we've got those. We've got some pumps. Let's grab some more pumps. I like to have pumps. What else are we going to need? We're going to need some train stops and signals and things like that. Do I have all that? I do have some regular signals, chain signals. Train stops. Do I have train stops? I don't see train stops. Where did I put train stops? Right there. All right, and that should be good to go. Do we want to go ahead and just get a train? I think we need to just go ahead and get a train. Let's get a train. I want a train. We have not had a train yet. Train, and let's just get a car. I like to have a car just to have in my pocket. And let's see, we need coal. I have 3 coal. What do we have that uses coal? You use coal, Mr. Plastic. That's not making. That's 43 coal. That is much better. All right. Let's put you down. Let's put you down. Let's fuel you up. Well, let's add a stop to A-Trans Refining, because I believe that's where we're off to. Throw some fuel in there. And let's make a color. RG. Yeah, I can't get a good orange here. Let's go jet black. I'll go around in my evil train here. And let's see if this works. All right, that's a good sign. The train is moving. There are no paths. That's a very, very good sign. And yeah, that looked like it worked out just swimmingly. All right, let's clear some of this out. And then let's pull out our, that's Shift T. I'm gonna have to change that keyboard shortcut. Yeah, and let's get rid of some of these evil, nasty, horrible cliffs. The only thing in Factorio worse than trees. All right, is that not in Roboport range down there? It should be, right? Oh yeah, it is. They just need to be patient, that's all. Yeah, let's just get rid of all this down here. I want to be able to see that. All right, let's get rid of this too. That's so annoying. Let's see. All right, so that's going to be on that level. It's going to need to line up with that right there and be 2 off. Let's just give it a little bit of space like that. There. There. Oh, I'm out of axes. Okay, that's going to be really annoying, but I guess the idea with that is to just never mess anything up, like I just did right there. Yeah, this is that part that this is that part where I'm like really really anxious for some of the .17 changes. That's where I'm not going to miss having the pickaxe at all. Is this particular situation? All right, that. Oh, yeah. How upsetting is that? All right, always run your train track first. Let's go ahead and run that. If you are not aware what has happened there, it's the way these train tracks. Oh. Boy, since I don't have a steel pickaxe, it's just going to be a nightmare, isn't it? What was happening is the way that these train tracks work, they are 2-tile entities, and they don't, even though they're 2 tiles, you can't like, you can't fit it in the middle there. Like, that's a 1-tile entity. Like, we can put it here, we can put it here. There's like a set grid, right? It can be on that grid, it can be on that grid, but it can't be on the one in the middle. And I guess it's a good thing. I guess it's all right, but man, it sure is annoying sometimes. Like right now, for instance, whenever I'm trying to line up these things and they're not working. It's okay, we don't have to do it all. We can let our robots do some of them. All right. So there is one. Do we need 2? That's a question. That's a question that I have. Do we need 2? Maybe. I guess it's better to have 2 and not need 2 than it is to not have enough. All right, I think that'll work. Actually, let's signal there. We got the signal on the entrance. Yes, we do. Power? Could we use some power? Actually, I don't think the station is even needed over there. Because we're not going to be auto-building anything here. We'll worry about that later. We're doing this right now. Okay, so there's a station for petroleum. We are going to need a station for lubricant. And we're going to need one for water. And I think those will be fine. Are those in construction range? They certainly are. And that will do you. And that should do you. Okay, so let's run... Let's run you as water. Did I grab a water pump? I certainly did not. Let's request one. I don't want 20. It's probably already gone. Was I in logistics range? I wasn't, so we should be fine. Okay, we'll make that one water. This one will make petroleum. I hope we want to make that petroleum, because it's definitely petroleum now. Oh, you know what? We've got water right here. We can steal. Because we don't need this anymore, because we moved explosives somewhere else. And I think he just brought me one. Yep, now I have two. Okay. All right. While we're here, I tell you what, let's make a steel axe or 7. Oh. Oh. Make steel sticks or iron sticks. Yeah, like that many. Okay, you're done. Faster. 3, 4, 5. That's good. Now we've got plenty. Now we shouldn't have to worry about steel axes for the rest of the game. All right, so we got petroleum down there. We just need to get water down there, and that should be set. And also, you know, I'm thinking about it. We need to get some coal over here, because that's going. Is that going to be needed? Yeah, I guess we'll want to unload coal here for you guys up there. That seems to make sense. All right, what did I call this? Refining. So this will be refining water. This will be refining petro. This will be refining lube. And then we'll want one for coal. And I think eventually we're going to want to move all this stuff down here. It just seems like a long way. Oh, low, but it seems like it doesn't need to be up that far. And we're going to need a coal station. That will be this book. And we want an unloading fast, like that. We'll be fine. And let's see, I think everywhere we have a coal station, we should put in something like this. Let's see, what is the natural power poles are going to go right there, so we need to line it up with that, so it gets powered that way. Like that, and maybe just like a stack of coal in each. Yeah, I think that's good. And let's make a real blueprint out of that, because I have a feeling we're going to be using this a lot. Kitch's coal. Dot and dot. There, that should be extremely obvious on what that is. Let's get one there. Let's get one there. Let's get one there. So we'll have refueling for all of those guys, and this is going to be a lot of trees. That is going to be refining coal. Okay, I think that should be good to go. All right, fantastic. Let's see, where do we need to go now? Let's go to mall. Circuit condition, and go. Did I save a blueprint of that fluid station? I did not. I did not even a little bit. Not even one time. Steel, stone, coal, copper, iron. Just gonna leave this as mall spare. And let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. And let's grab you. Yeah, I wish I knew what was causing this. I'm sure it's some mod conflict that I have, but man, it is not annoying. Is that good? I think so. Yeah. Okay, we just need to flip those guys. Boom, boom. Take you out. Why do I have to be so close to those trees? I guess their reach works a little bit different. Okay, and where did that station go? It is right there. Boom. And boom. Oh. So close. Bye, Cliff. All right, so mall petro and mall water. I think that's right. Yeah, petroleum on the outside, or petroleum. Get rid of all that. Take a pump going out of that. And which one was this? Water, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm out of undergrounds. I could do a logistic request for that, of course, but I could also just walk. Could have also done that with blueprints. That would have been a correct answer. We would have also accepted do it with blueprints. Yeah, that would have worked. Okay, there is the water going in. And there is our petroleum going in. All right, I think that is almost a complete station. I'm not too wild about this little power pole situation right here, but it kind of serves a purpose in the green wires. It's keeping the green networks separated. So I think we're going to leave it, but it's kind of goofy. Kind of goofy indeed. But that'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, we've got everything here ready to go. We just need to set up some trains and set up all sorts of fun stuff. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and just grab some of those trains. And I will meet you shortly in the next episode up at the train release station, and we'll have a train release party. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, like all of these. Give me all of those. All right, have a good one, and I will see you next time.